I'm doing it.
Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast, stories of inspiration, where we talk about mental health, addiction, religion, becoming a business owner and self-sufficient, to what, when, where, and why. Join us and we can be your local hope dealer.
Inspiration and dedication. I came a long way from sleeping in them pages. I got my life back. I feel amazing. Life's a book, don't get stuck on sad pages. Rainy days with no money. Hard work leads to days that are sunny. Looking back, it was all needed. The problems, the pain, the trauma, the grieving. You are now tuned in to the prisoner to painter. Prisoner to painter. Hard work, dedication. Rainy days, inspiration. Prisoner to painter.
And now, a word from your local hope dealer.
Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast. I'm Nathan McDermott.
And I am Katie McDermott.
And today joining us is Koti Ellis.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on. Very quickly and briefly, a word from our sponsors. Sponsor.
How you doing? I'm Derek Walker, the owner of Chemical and Treatment Services. We offer services for residential, commercial, pretty much specializes in soft washing with the power washing and water edging and other detail work that our customers will inquire. We also offer a membership program. We do on-site detailing, something that we do like the person is like in a bind where they want to pull out their RV or trailer or food trucks. Certain things that we can do on site if you don't want to bring it out, we offer that, but we will come to your house and clean it there.
All right, we're back.
Perfect. That was great. So, A, thank you for joining us. B, thank you to everybody watching for growing with us, the switching back and forth, the two views on the cameras. Everything's evolving, getting better. By Monday, with Judge Jordan coming on, we should have 3 different cameras, and stuff should be going even better than anticipated. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Koti. Am I saying that right now? Yeah. Awesome, man. So, dude, here, there's no agenda, no politics, but we do ask the same close to the same questions to everybody. Where did you grow up? And how would you describe your childhood?
Man, well, first off, thanks for having me. Thank you very much for having me. I grew up in a little town of Litchfield, it's real small outside there in Hillsdale County. I got adopted. into a pretty fortunate family. I got to enjoy like the better things in life growing up.
Right on.
Graduated from Jonesville, class of like 109 people, if that. Just small area, kind of not much to do out there, but made it out.
You got adopted in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I got adopted. I got taken away from my biological parents at a young age, rightfully so.
Okay.
And I just got fortunate not to stay in the foster system. I had, especially having a cleft lip and palate, it was pretty hard. So I got fortunate to be adopted by a family who was able to fix my face and to actually take care of me and give me the life that, I deserve. So
that's fucking awesome. Yeah. That's awesome because not normally when you hear foster parents or put up for adoption, it normally doesn't end that good very quickly. I normally hear worse before it gets better. I do want to say one thing. I don't think fixing your face is the right perspective because I think you're perfect the way you are, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. Awesome, dude. So grew up in Litchfield. How was going from there to you live in Jackson now, or do you live in a bigger city now?
I just actually moved back here. I grew up there in Litchfield, Jonesville area my whole life. I've frequented Jackson growing up and stuff, but never really did much.
Okay.
Just as I got older, once I graduated, that's when I started making the dumb decisions. Like how you say it goes from worst to bad. Mine was from best to worst.
Okay.
So I did it the opposite way. But no, I moved to Grand Rapids, and that was like a huge cultural awakening for me.
I can imagine, dude.
Especially going from the little racist area I was at into diversity like that. I had a huge cultural awakening.
Man. What was your family dynamic like growing up? So clearly, I know you said you were adopted, but brothers, sisters, what did the inside of the household look like?
I got adopted into a family. At the end of it, we ended up being a family of 5.
Okay.
I got adopted by my parents. Obviously, they had already adopted my older sister, Audrey, 2 years older than me.
Okay.
And then after I came about, they ended up adopting my biological half sister, Erica.
Okay.
So they kept my parents' youngest together at the time, minus the moms, but they kept our dad's youngest together.
Okay.
Really close. It was really good. Me and Audrey never seen eye to eye. You know, me and Erica, we'd argue if the sun was yellow or purple. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
Please.
we sat there and I don't know. I would say good. It was really close. Mom tried to get us in church. Dad always wanted into sports. So I, caught in between the two, but just I would say healthy. Very, very healthy. Like I said, fortunate than most in the foster system for sure.
Dude, that is just phenomenal to begin with. We'll stay a little more here, but then we'll move on. Just because I don't think good foster parents are talked about enough, or good adopted parents, or probably by now you probably don't even call them that. You probably just fucking call them your parents. So
Yeah, no, they for sure are my parents.
awesome, dude. So 2 things real quick. Koti, I'm so proud of you and how far you have come. Danny Collins. And then Hunter Cunningham, very proud, brother.
Koti?
Koti.
It's
Koti.
Koti, yes.
Excuse me.
It's Koti, but I don't know. It's the Gemini, so I embrace like the split personalities. I like to think of Koti as me from my trouble. Like that's me.
Okay.
The type of me, I've reinvented my whole life. Like they have said, especially from Danny. Shout out to Danny because she just did my fight shorts. Finally got them done this morning.
Awesome.
Nice.
But she's one of the people who've like been there throughout my life, watched my fall from grace, and I tanked hard. But yeah, I go by Koti now. It's a newer me, healthier me.
Perfect.
So.
Well, thank you for elaborating that. So I will make a point to say it right because
No worries.
that's important though. Like turning a new leaf like that, turning a new page, it is important. I get that right. So just a couple more things from childhood before we get into, I guess, what people are really probably excited to hear. But it's the same questions, and I think it shows the trajectory of anybody's life. Who was the most influential person in your childhood? Like the most influential person growing up for you?
Ooh. I would have to say it was like between, I don't know, for one, it would definitely be my older brother, Alex.
Okay.
My older brother, Alex, for sure. And Alex, I trust with everything. I would run and jump off a cliff blind if he told me to.
Understood.
I would say Alex, and then I would say my grandpa,
Okay.
my adopted dad's dad. Those were like my 2 key figures in my life, and then
Awesome.
obviously my dad.
Okay, man. And we always ask on the reverse side of everything. It's just something we do. Who is the most uninfluential person? The person you could take the least from? Like you could have just left him alone.
My mom.
Okay.
My mom for sure.
Okay.
But I say that in a loving way because I know she's gonna watch this too. But my mom she's just a tough love, but it's the type I need. I was the only boy, so it was just tough love. I definitely learned the hard way from her. But at the end of the day, without my mom, I probably still would be sitting in a cell without all her lectures and the investment. So I would say my mom, but I don't know. My little sister has her days.
Mm-hmm. It is acceptable to not. I said the same thing when I was just interviewed. It was my mom. I love her to death. I could take a lot from her, but there's a lot that I took not to do. Like there's a lot that I learned as in I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. So I don't know. I agree.
My mom was just very strict on me, especially coming from knowing the background I had, like with my family and not knowing them yet. She tried her best to prevent me from hurting myself by going to find them, which, mom's always right.
That's what they think.
So you said that you had cleft palate. How
Yep.
old were you? Like, because I know it's like multiple surgeries usually.
Oh, yeah.
So like, how old were you with your first one, and how did it continue? And how did that shape you?
So luckily I got adopted by my parents when I was a year and a half, 2 years old. So from my recollection, I don't remember. I remember the surgeries, but I don't remember what life was like then because I didn't really get out much. I stayed at home. We lived in the middle of nowhere, and even if we're in town of Litchfield, there's a swimming pool that's closed down and a Shell gas station. oh my God.
Right.
You know? But it was hard though. I do remember like in the early stages of life, like especially with my palate, because this part of my lip was gone and I had a huge hole in my mouth.
Yeah.
So eating was very hard. A lot of it would just come out of my nose and stuff. First surgeries were there at Bronson, Kalamazoo. I remember it was rough because my mom caught pink eye and like it was real bad, and I just remember like throwing up all the time. But I like caught a lot of flack for it, kind of surprisingly, even though I went to a school where there were like 2 other people with a cleft lip and palate as well, but theirs wasn't, you know, like surgically fixed like mine. I ended up having bones and some skin pulled off my hips to close it up and whatnot. But I don't know, it kind of shaped me into my animosity toward my like middle years, because once I you know, I mean, now kids are just ruthless. I can imagine me being a kid in today's society, because kids are just mean. But I got the shitty end of the stick a little bit, but not much.
Sorry, we got some comments on here. I'm actually gonna show them, and then so you read the first one, right?
Yeah, but I read the first 2. That third one is new.
So Emma Dave said, "Hey, I hope you're doing great."
Awesome.
Cool.
Man, yeah. I've been to Litchfield. Yeah, it's a driving through type of place. It's like you happen to drive through and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
what
it's
was
the
that?
one. It's the
It's
one
Litchfield.
roundabout.
Yeah, it's like,
One
oh,
roundabout, you're outside of town within a mile, any direction.
like that was Litchfield. That's what it was. That was it.
Oh, and then Hacksaw says, "Love you, my boy."
My boy.
Well, man. So, one question in childhood before we get to school: what was your favorite cereal?
Fruity Pebbles, man. Fruity Pebbles, dude. And anybody else is weird to say to diss Fruity Pebbles. I will make that factor right now.
No, I'm not
I was
poking
about to
at
say.
it.
We'll get on you right
Like
now.
what? Well, okay, they're superior to Cocoa Krispies. Those are trash. Just saying.
Dude, I swear we've interviewed, like I said, probably 100 people I've asked this question to. Just recently have people start, you, me, and one person has said Fruity Pebbles. Like out of 100 people, I thought maybe 10 would say Fruity
I
Pebbles.
said Fruity Pebbles and Frosted Mini Wheats, the strawberry ones.
Yeah.
All right, let me spin a question real quick then. Pop-Tarts or toaster strudel?
Toaster
Pop-Tarts.
strudels,
Pop-Tarts.
100%.
What kind of Pop-Tart?
The brown sugar cinnamon ones.
No.
Oh!
No, those are
Basic.
fire. Those are
The
fire.
only good Pop Tarts are the wild berry and the s'mores.
No.
Yes.
Okay, the s'mores.
I will-
Okay.
Oh,
I will
and
give
the
that
fudge
s'mores.
sundaes.
Yes.
But
Hot fudge
toasters-
sundaes and s'mores.
Toaster strudels, it's got to be the strawberries cream cheese ones. That's
Yes.
got the cream cheese and the strawberries.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Try the strawberry milkshake Pop-Tarts. Freeze one.
Oh!
I'm telling you, freeze one and then try it.
Right on.
Okay, down with it.
So clearly childhood or clearly schooling. Schooling's rough for kids in general. So I feel for you saying what you went through. Who was most influential teacher? Who was your favorite teacher?
For sure, I would go before I moved to Jonesville. I would go. This was hands down, Darcy Roach. Hands down, by far. She's watching this. Thank you so much for never kicking me out of school. Like she used to call my mom all the time when I was going to school off my rocker because I have bad ADHD. So, oh yeah, no, he's not calming down. You need to bring his meds up here. Saved my life.
Awesome.
She was my teacher from 3rd grade up to 6th grade, and then I moved once she took a principal job somewhere else.
Okay.
But for sure, it would be Darcy Roach, hands down.
Who was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is history. History when it's unfiltered.
When it's really.
Yes.
Yep. What do they say? History is wrote by the victors. So that's so you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Man, how was your high school experience, as in terms of prom, dances, and sports? I'm assuming you did sports because you look athletic. But
Yep, I was a really good athlete in school. I had college scholarships for soccer. And I did soccer all 4 years of high school. Played soccer literally my whole life. I was just really athletic in everything, but soccer was my passion, and baseball. Sports, stayed involved in sports. Like I said, anything to get me away from church and get me away from staying at home. So if I wasn't in school doing sports, I would, like I said, I was there at the Litchfield pool, man. I would literally run 2 miles from my house. They're outside by the city hall now. If you've gone along 99, I right there behind Mount Cemetery. Run 2 miles there, swim literally all day until the pool closed.
Back home.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. You're the first person who's ever said that they played soccer. I played soccer in Fowlerville. I was a gladiator.
Hey, the haters need to quit
Yeah,
hating.
yeah, dude. I'm like, finally somebody. I played football. I ran track.
I played football, hockey, all on the soccer field. I had 32 yellow cards when I graduated high school.
Shit, man. Oh shit, dude. So when would you say you started getting in trouble?
Definitely when I got out of high school.
Okay, so
I was a straight square, dude. I didn't party, I didn't drink, smoke, cuss. I didn't do nothing bad whatsoever until I decided I was 18 years old. I'm out of high school. I can do what I want.
okay, so we'll talk about this. But before that, is there Go Koti by Haley
Lamoth.
Lamoth?
And then Hunter Cunningham said Cinnamon Toast Crunch Fire. And then Danny Collins said Litchfield is very, very small.
Hunter, we'll talk about this when I get done.
Man, yeah. So, is there anything from childhood or school that you think is pertinent to the story? Is there anything that we missed that you would like to share before we move on?
No, not really. Just I know I can just say a message. So, like the people in my area, like a lot of us need to really kind of grow up. Still, we're still stuck in this small town. We can do what we want. I literally was just telling Danny and a couple of people earlier, like we're kids having kids. We need to be doing better. Hillsdale's getting out of control.
Yeah.
So like we all need to try and just start putting forth better energy into our community.
Yes, sir.
How old are
Awesome.
you? I don't think we asked. I don't think I asked.
I know because of Jordan, but yeah.
I'm 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is big words. We're also young, but that's what we're trying to tell people in Jackson. So like you just portrayed the same message to your town. Like, dude, we can do better. Like that is as simple as we could put it.
I
We
will
can do
say
better.
I do think Hillsdale County is an entirely different climate than Jackson County.
I agree with that. I definitely.
Like I'm no saint by no means, but the change starts with us. We want people to do better, and we have kids. We need to start like reciprocating the energy we want to get, regardless of the situation with the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm no saint. I'm currently going through it with my youngest, but
Okay.
we all gotta hold ourselves accountable for what we want and be the change in our area. I'd like to see Hillsdale do better.
Mhm.
I made bad choices, removed myself from Hillsdale County, and I've came back, and it's disgusting.
You have a child? How old is he?
I have two of them. I have two girls.
Okay. So we'll get to, I apologize. So the reason I started asking that is one of our friends came on and he said, man, I had this and this in my mind. Like I knew this is what we were going to say on this podcast, right? Like he had this idea of what his story was going to be. And he said, man, you get to asking the questions and it went nothing like I expected. I started staying in this part of my story and I'm like, it's the way we lead the questions. You come up with the answers. Like you told us what you wanted to tell us pretty much. But so I got to get a little better at how I ask my questions because you get the right answers if you ask the right questions. So I got to start asking the right questions. So I just want to make sure I'm doing that properly.
Yeah, you're all good.
Awesome. 18, you decide I'm going to go get in trouble. I'm just kidding. But
basically, literally, man, I got that high school diploma. Responsibility where?
Yeah.
Man, well, I'm 18 years old. I got graduation party money.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to go back to school? I didn't even want to go for the 5 hours I was there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to college.
Well, and then plus you mentioned ADHD.
Yup.
And sitting still for 8 hours a day is
I have a hard
insane.
time to sit. I'm glad this chair has wheels.
Right? Right? So that's why I'm in the rocky chair.
But yeah, I literally I graduated on my birthday, on my 18th birthday. So it's no better scenario to fuck up your life than this.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
How to fuck up your life 101. Get 18, quit taking your ADHD medicine and get the money and quit listening to mom and dad and just think you're ready for the world.
Yeah.
Yep, man, did I get smacked in the face?
I know that's fucking right, man. So, so 18. Okay. So how does it start looking for you? Do you still live at home? What are you doing for work? And yeah. How does your life look?
Let's see, man. 18. I was working at McDonald's like every typical young in my age was. I don't care. Your parents cared about you. You were working at McDonald's.
I work there. I get it. I get it. Yep.
You were getting a check. Yep. And started working at McDonald's, graduated school, quit that because I started letting ego get to my head and letting outside people affect my judgment.
Yeah.
Moved right out of the house, like I said. I'm 18 now. I don't got to listen to you guys.
Mhm.
You know, moved right out of the house. I was working, and then I just got like pursuing my biological family. You know,
Understood.
that's where the catch-22 happened, because then I ended up falling into like the same world my parents did.
Okay.
And I learned how to cook meth, and I didn't do it. So and I just knew the area I was in. I was young, trying to get money, so I capitalized on the opportunity then, because 2016, like, meth just ran through Hillsdale County. It came through Jackson too, like from like 2014 to like 2017, like it was bad.
Yeah, it was.
And I just took advantage of that, unfortunately. And went from there, got with a girl I really should not have been with. I knew better, but I was in a rebellious stage of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it really went from there. Hung out with some people, and just bad decision after bad decision, impulsive decisions. Mm-hmm. And ended up turning into some people, really, like, it just turned into the whole life situation. Like 18 and 19 is just when I had my whole eye opener, I would say.
Understood. So, it's hard to ask these questions, A, because I've been there, but B, it's so you're working at McDonald's, you fall into this life. So how does starting to cook look for you? Stop me if I ever ask anything too much or if it's triggering. But so like I know a lot of people shook. Was that ever dangerous? Did you ever almost blow your hands off? How did that look for you?
No, I never did anything like that really risked me blowing up. I learned how. I got taught by somebody who did, they call it cooler dope.
Yeah.
Sticking in the ground.
Yep.
Least amount of touching
Ice.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing shake weight. I was making like actual.
Mhm.
Like I learned from somebody and actually learned
The
how to do it.
icicles. Yeah.
Sit there with the dental floss and it's just,
Mhm.
yeah. I learned how to do it like that way.
Least still bad for your health, but least likely to fucking blow up in your
Yeah.
hand. So
Blow up hard, you get caught.
well, yeah, because how the fuck they gonna find it unless
Exactly.
they're fucking
Cooler
digging up
don't
your
fuck
yard?
around unless somebody tells them.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So 18 to 9, and this is where it gets funny here at our podcast, because I try to learn a story and try to learn it in order. So I apologize if I ever get too fixated. Also tell me just to move on. I mean, really, like, it's your story. We're just here to draw it out of you. So when do you quit McDonald's, or how do you leave McDonald's, and how do you get on to your next job? Like how does life start transpiring for you?
My mom actually, like, I don't know, it was like a quit fire situation because it was the night before we had to take our ACTs.
Okay.
Man, I'm sorry, I seen my lane, but this bitch, I still don't like her to this day, but the manager, Sarah, she like would not let me leave. I already came in earlier. It was a Sunday, literally ACTs Monday, biggest test at the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
She wouldn't let me leave. I was there from like 5 a.m. I opened and we were going on like 7 at night, and I'm a minor, so I was already over my hours as is. And they were busy, and my mom was out there. My mom is like the most, like, I want to say the most God-fearing, but my mom is like up there. Like my mom don't cuss it. If Kathy cusses, you deserved it. Like, and she went in there and let Sarah have it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was kind of it from there. And yeah, then I just like graduated, and then from there I never really had a chance really to get a real job, because I was like, oh dude, I don't want to listen to nobody. I can sit here. I know how to cook meth. So I can just do that and just sit here and make a bunch of money and not even leave the house.
Yeah.
So that was the route I took.
Understood. Did you ever get on any drug, meth, alcohol? Was there ever anything that took your time?
Not when I was younger. After I got incarcerated and once I finally got out, like a few years ago, yes, I had my own downfall with Xanax. I ended up losing mine and Erica's biological brother like 2 days before my birthday.
Understood.
So
we will get there. And if we don't want to get there, then we won't get back there. I
we'll do it.
apologize. So incarcerated. So let's get to that. So 18 to 19. I know you have strong fucking willpower, because I've never met many people that cook it and don't do it. But I have met people, like, clearly. But very strong willpower. I know that's probably not what I'm supposed to grab out of this, but that is what I grabbed out
no,
of it.
it's true. Meth is the reason why I got taken away. So
Understood.
Like, so I kind of had like a love-hate relationship toward it. Anyways, I knew my parents did it. I mean, that's why we got taken away from them.
Mhm.
But like, so I don't know. That was my goal, really, of never to do it. But at the same time, I was just young and money hungry, so I cooked it, but never did it.
Dude, I have done some stuff I'm not proud of for money. I mean, definitely, you find yourself in a hard spot. You need to fucking pay the bills. You have a kid on the way, whatever it might be. You do stuff you might not be proud of for money. I think everybody's done it. Like let me rephrase. I know everybody's done it.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and if you say you haven't, you're a
lying.
liar. Yeah, I mean, period. Man. Okay, so how did you get incarcerated and why?
I don't care. I'm gonna say their names because I've held them in long enough. Literally, like I said, I got with the girl. I literally had no business being with. I was way better than her. She already had like the reputation. I had like I said, I was a square. I had everything going good for me. And then just one night, a bunch of impulsive decisions just led to me like getting mad over somebody who owed me money, and ended up finding where they were at. I confronted them. Some things ended up happening that they did to like one of my younger family members as well, but it was like down the road some. So like I kind of just lashed out, rightfully so. To this day, like I'm grateful that I didn't kill him, but at the same time, like it's still there because I feel like I didn't make my point. But Saturday did a drive-by with Isaac Brown, Tristan Henry. Both of them told on me.
Yep.
I still got both your written statements, so don't even deny it.
Yes, sir.
But they sat there, you know, under the guise of friends. They were all there. I took everybody's charges. Everybody's didn't say a word with their statements in front of me. Mm-hmm. My lawyer, he knew me from a young age. So did the judge. Knew my family. Like I said, Jonesville Hills County is very small.
Fuck yeah, it is.
So I went to school with the judge's kids, my lawyer's kids. My lawyer was mine and my sister's soccer coaches growing up. So like, it was like, if I was to get in trouble, it was like the perfect scenario too.
Understood.
But they were trying to get me to tell, being young and dumb, but also idolizing, like who my brother at the time, my brother, he's been incarcerated most of his life.
Understood.
And I haven't gotten to be around him, but that's still my role model. Like, because the change Alex has made in his life is drastic. But from there, I just stayed solid. I didn't say a word. Sat there, did my time. I went on the run, got caught down there, brought all the way back up here. Don't ever go on the run. Extradition sucks.
Yes, it does.
But sucks.
Yes, it does.
But I did a merry-go-round from Mississippi up to Michigan, and then the feds came and picked me up from Michigan to bring me down to Missouri, and I was able to like get that dropped in lower court before, thankfully, because of Judge Smith and giving me the leniency he did. Missouri went ahead and like respected that decision. I had no criminal record.
Awesome.
Like my PO and Judge Smith had they wrote down there like, hey, we're aware of this ongoing thing. This is what we just did to him up here. Like this. He's literally just going through something. Like Judge Smith went out on a limb for me. That's nice. And helped me out there. And that was really the start of it. And ever since then, it's just been a revolving door because I'm defiant. I don't like being told what to do. Just young and dumb.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to interject and read a couple of these.
Please do.
So Hacksaw said definitely a much different Koti than the one that I met at the center. Proud of you, brosk. And then Haley said, you'll always have your little sister, and I'll be here to help you keep pushing you to do better. Danny said, meth is one of the worst. I've watched it destroy very good people, and I've watched it rip my family apart down to my kids. So when I say I'm proud of this young man and anyone else who has gotten out of that and back on track, keep moving forward and do the amazing things that life has to offer.
Beautiful.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is. Did you say a drive-by?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I wanted to make sure I heard that right. Never any shame. I have first degree home invasion, third degree home invasion. Never comparing, always relating. But I say that to say, people hear that and they're like, that's so terrible. I'm like, first degree home invasion is also entering a dwelling with a gun, like
with intent.
With intent. So I understand. I also went on the run. What happened down in Missouri, if you don't mind my asking?
So it was weird, right? So me and Shaylee, like we went it was just weird. So I popped, did what I did.
Yep.
Okay, we go ahead, get back. I'm already out of state at this time, and like my older brother's Alex's like oldest's mom was calling Shay's phone. I'm talking about. I grew up watching First 48, Detective Joe, Kinder, all that. Like
Yeah.
I knew better. I smashed my phone. I threw it in different directions,
Yep.
different rivers. Like you weren't catching me.
Yep.
Like I watched this.
Not
stuff.
on that bullshit, anyways.
Yeah.
Not on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
I'm not giving. I got all cash. You know,
Yeah.
I wasn't getting tricks
Yes,
at
sir.
all. Like, you know, they came. They locked down Jonesville. They locked down. Like they didn't like lock down the school, but they came and they were like interviewing people.
Mhm.
They were watching my parents' house. My mom was an at-home daycare provider at the
Yeah.
time, so it wasn't good. She's still the first and only at-home daycare provider in Southwest Michigan. So
Okay.
can't go back home. But
Yeah.
you know, so like it was tough. So
Mhm.
and I already knew reaching out to them was not an option whatsoever. So I was like, man, I got this meth. I got 2 ounces of meth,
Mhm.
and at the time, like Shavy had all this weed. I didn't even smoke weed, so I was like, I know how to hustle.
Yeah.
We're hitting the road.
Yep.
Like
Make some money.
catch me when you can. I'm not gonna turn myself in.
Yep.
Like I know what I just did,
Mhm.
you know, and just went from there. We got caught with the weed down in Missouri, and I didn't know we still had a gun in the car. I thought she got rid of it.
Shit.
Yeah, so here I am pulling over like do
Yeah. Oh,
you know.
fuck.
Completely oblivious, and then Shaylee goes, "Yeah, there's a gun in the car," and I'm just, what? And next thing you know, I'm yanked out of the car,
Mhm.
tear the car apart. There's weed in there. He's like, "Do you know how much weed is in there?" I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I don't smoke."
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, I'd say about an ounce." Come to find out, it was not an ounce. It ended up being 93 grams.
Okay.
So they hit me with that and possession of the stolen pistol at the time,
Understood.
but they just let me go because I was only wanted at the time for Hillsville for questioning, and because I was from out of state.
There's no jurisdiction. All of it. Yeah.
There was no warrant for
Yeah.
me when I got apprehended in Missouri.
Gotcha.
So they went ahead and gave me a ticket to show back up for possession of marijuana, 35 grams or less.
Okay.
And they dropped the gun charge because it was wanted in there. Let me go. Go to Mississippi for some dumb reason. Shaylee's in the mall. I'm literally sitting in there. I want to say it was called Fly Kicks. Branson, Missouri.
Mhm.
Fucking love Branson.
Okay.
And in there buying a pair of J's. And Shaylee got caught shoplifting. I don't know why she shot me. Like I said, I had $13,000 in the car, dude.
Yeah.
All cash. So.
Yeah.
Dumb stuff. But that's how I
Yeah.
ended up getting caught. I
Okay.
should have left her ass in the mall. Really should have. But you know,
Hindsight.
young me, loyalty, shit like that. I was in love. So ended up getting caught.
Mhm.
Brought all the way back up there. Basically got out of my case up there, and with a bunch of felonies. Pled to one. They dropped the other 3.
Good.
And from there, I was sent to go home, and they're like, "Yeah, no, Missouri's coming to get you." I was like, "For what?"
For
They
that
gave me the
weed.
paper talking about 35 grams or less. Come to find out, it's a felony down there.
Yeah.
They weren't weed friendly at all, so I got brought all the way down there.
Damn, just back and forth.
Yep.
Playing that game, man.
ATF came to Hillsdale and picked me up.
No
Drove me all the way
shit.
down there in a U.S. Marshal's car, all the way down to Webster County, Missouri.
Damn. I know your crime it was serious, but I've always laughed about that because I also got drove across state lines, and it's like you guys are acting like I'm some crazy big criminal. I'm not. Like I am not.
Right.
You don't need to send the ATF, DEA, whatever it. I'm not that big of a deal, guys. Like
I'm sitting
really.
there walking up the block, and they're like, and I already know, like I literally just got to see my mom. It was the first time I seen my mom in jail that time in 2017, and she was just like, "You're handling this like all too well." I was like, "Well, Mom, at the end of the day, I have to pay the piper, like you said. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for what I did, and I'm responsible for putting myself in the position to have fake friends who told on me and blame me for their own shit. But at the end of the day, my own pride and who I am as a person, I'm not going to tell." So I took my time on the chin, and thankfully, you know, keeping it real paid off for me because I hardly got any jail time out of it.
Awesome.
I got a second chance. I didn't go to prison. I mean, I ended up going to boot camp, to the 90-day boot camp
Gotcha.
program. But
Gotcha. No, I respect that because I've always said I'll take accountability for what I did, and that's it. So, and it sounds like you did the same thing. Like I won't take what you did and take it, but I'm also not going to pass the buck on what I did either. Like I will take accountability for what I did, and the same thing. I got recovery court, so I got I got a blessing that I did not deserve either. So,
yeah, it's a blessing in disguise, straight up.
So what happened, and this is going to be like the simplest way for me to say it, when did you stop doing crime?
Yeah.
I don't even know. when I stopped doing it, or I guess when I stopped getting caught, because like speeding's a crime now. Once you get a felony,
I mean-
stupidest stuff
get it,
is
I
a
get it.
crime.
I mean, like crime, not like
What was
they
the
want to
turning
hem
point?
you up over 5 over.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just went to jail for doing 3 over.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Yeah, at the end of 2024. So,
Okay. But you go to boot camp, and it sounds like that's when you got your life turned around. No, like seriously, like we're not selling meth no more. We're probably
Nope,
not
yep,
shooting people no more. And then you're into MMA.
yeah, so my transition to get to boot camp, I moved to Grand Rapids when I got out. I moved back to Hillsdale, ended up getting jumped by 3 people, and like one of them ended up in the hospital. So I had to go and talk to my PO, and Ellie was like, "Hey, my best advice to you: you already basically got away with doing a drive-by, and you're lucky you're not in prison as it is.
Yeah.
So my best advice to you is to get out of Hillsdale County." So from there, I called my biological aunt and uncle, who I never said a word to, no more than a hi, like literally. And I went up there, kept coming back for like petty stuff with probation and whatnot, because like I said, I'm defiant. And then Grand Rapids, the city life. Now I got the hood. Like it's like the hood's like what it was like, but so much more exciting than little ass Crocker Road in Hillsdale County. Like, you know, so I was still getting in trouble in there to a different lifestyle. But I would say my true change would be my relationship with the first mother, my oldest.
Okay.
Like all my credit goes to Bree, because she did put up with me literally at my lowest, still being a piece of shit. Like I was so institutionalized and just ignorant. I didn't know how to treat women, didn't know how to talk to one, let alone a black one at that. Because growing up in Hillsdale, we don't have black people. When I was younger, like they're still very racist. So like just a whole cultural awakening. But I was with Bree. We were together about 4.5 years. We have obviously my oldest, but we split up, moved back down here. I'm about 22.
Okay.
I would say I was about 22, and I was doing better, but I still was being like a piece of shit, you know, fucking scumbag.
No, I get it. I started doing better, but I still had my
negative tendencies. Fast forward, you know, we had a kid. We split up. I lashed out, being immature, put my hands on her, completely crashed out.
Understood.
Kicked in her apartment door, completely crashed out.
Understood.
Didn't give a fuck. Like if I wasn't gonna be with you, you know, like I didn't care about nothing. Like, and I went through a real bad depression phase going through that, but that was like the eye opener I needed, because through thick and thin, like I literally got off the phone with her today, and it's been a long time of knowing her. And then, like I said, my daughter's 5 years old, and I'm just now getting to where like we can hold a conversation. I can even tell you the last time me and Brie argued. We used to argue all the time. Very disrespectful. Very, like we're each stuck on, if it's not my time, then it's no time. You know, so like we had a lot of growing to do. But now, like Brianna is the reason why I changed my life. I fully committed myself to the hard journey. Literally, once my brother died a few years ago, I got bad on Xanax. Like I said, 2 days before my birthday, tried to kill myself for like the past 3 years after that.
Understood.
You know, because it's just what's there to celebrate when your brother just died. Like, met Tyler and all them through the Xanax stuff. Cause I ended up getting in trouble. Got sent out there to Twin Counties, where I met Jordan and Tyler and stuff. And I was still a little shit. I was in that. Man, what I can't say what we was in there doing, but I was stuck in Twin Counties, getting Jordan and Tyler. Man, good times. But just sobering up has been like the hardest thing for me. But at the end of the day, when you threaten to take away my kid from me, but rightfully so, like that, I quit doing. I was probably doing about 7-9 bars a day, every single day. I never ran out. The withdrawal from that was crazy.
I know that's right.
Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you went to?" No, I did not. I sat right in one of my girlfriend's house at the time on the floor, screaming and crying, refusing to let her take me to the hospital, because at the end of the day, this is my bed. Like, if my kid is worth every single pain of what I'm about to go through, because I've been putting all that pain on Bree to take care of Izzy by herself. She ain't deserve that. So I went through my hardship alone, and I'm just now getting to where like I can fully help. So my change started definitely there.
That's fucking phenomenal. I'm sorry, that's fucking phenomenal, dude. It's funny. You know, it looks on screen that I am so, great. I'm not making this about, but like, wow, Nate's doing this with the podcast. Dude, I just detoxed off of opiates a month and a half ago.
Damn.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate
Congratulations,
it.
bro.
Dude, I was on painkillers like you were just saying. I was 9 a day, 10 a day.
I started drinking on
Yeah,
mine.
dude. So I gave up the booze 2.5 years ago, thankfully. But then I used it as an excuse. Oh, I gave up the booze. I could fucking take painkillers.
Right.
But dude, that was I give you credit, but I did the same thing. I fucking sat on our floor with it, not our floor, our couch, our bed, wherever. But it was the most miserable fucking week of my life.
Dude,
It was,
screw
but I
you.
deserved it. Like what you said, I fucking deserved every second of it.
I mean, I don't know what his opiate withdrawal is like with benzo. I don't want to
You
go
can
back.
die
again.
from benzos and alcohol. Those are the only
Two
two
you can
withdrawals
die
you
from.
can die from.
Seriously.
And what's really messed up is when you are dying from alcohol withdrawal, they give
you a
benzos.
benzo. So they give you something. Yes, dude.
They give you
Mind
friggin-
fucking blown, dude.
they give you Ativan.
Which is a benzo. And the only two things you can die from detoxing off of are literally alcohol and benzo. You can't die
Heroin
from
feels
heroin.
like you're dying.
But you
You're just sick. You're
can't die.
shitting yourself. You're sick.
Yeah.
You will literally die
Mhm.
from the withdrawal of alcohol and benzos. If it's to the point where like you need it and
Like
you're
shaking
withdrawing,
and
you will
shit.
die.
Yeah. But
I didn't drink when I was on my Xans at that time. Like when I relapsed, that was when I mixed drinking in. But I just definitely remember like being miserable on the floor.
Mhm.
Thankfully when I drank, I blacked out and like bad thing happened from there. So more of the story, I quit drinking and
Yep.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
sober since that car accident. But I could never imagine going through an opiate withdrawal. I've heard about it like from Tyler and Jordan, especially.
It's bad, dude.
I've watched somebody like literally not out there in front of me, and it was scary. So I can only imagine.
Congratulations to you.
Yes,
Seriously.
congratulations.
You as well.
Awesome.
You as well.
Dude.
Keep fighting the hard fight.
Yes.
Dude.
Hey, same to you. Seriously, dude, this is what I love about this though, because like people you would never think of hanging out with, people you'd never have a conversation with.
Heck, that's the first time I've even openly admitted to my Xanax problem. A lot of people didn't know that besides my family.
How long do you have clean, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh shit. Let's see here. Well, I'd say about 3.5, almost 4 years now. Since I
Yay!
relapsed.
Congratulations.
Well, dude, and some people don't have a problem. So it's like, this isn't just recovery based. So like some people come on and it's like, it don't matter if you're clean because you don't need to be clean. I myself need to be clean. Like me personally. Other people, fuck dude, that's great, man. Like you can't do heroin. Clearly nobody should do heroin, but you smoke a joint, good for you. I don't fucking
advocate
care.
the weed, fuck the rest.
Yeah, exactly. But congratulations. I heard it put one time. I asked somebody on the show, they said, I only have 30 days. I said, 30 days is a long time to a dead guy. And dude, that's the only way I can word it.
So I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit and just ask some random shiznit, okay? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay. June Gemini?
Yep.
Okay.
Best Gemini.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Mac and cheese.
Fire.
Either
Fire.
Mac and cheese or props to Brie. I don't care. My baby mama, black people chicken. I don't care.
Okay.
Black people chicken. Black people
Okay,
make
some
chicken
soul
way better.
food.
Yes.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Okay.
Easily.
Pizza or tacos?
If it's burrito tacos.
Burrito tacos
Always.
all fucking day. Michigan or Michigan State?
MSU.
Okay, fire.
Get the fuck out.
Hockey or football?
Depending on who I'm watching. Lately, there's been no interest in hockey. Besides the Red Wings are doing good, but I've been invested in the Lions my whole life.
Horror or comedy?
Horror.
Fire. Favorite horror movie?
There's so many.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man, what is it? 13? Is it 13 Days of Night? It's
That's a
It's
good one.
an
Yes,
old one.
it's
the one that's-
vampires.
Yeah, it's the
Vampires
one
in
that's centered in
Alaska.
Alaska. That's,
Yes.
that's
That's a
based
good
off like
one.
the
Yes,
true
yes, yes.
myth lore out there.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That I would say is my favorite one besides the Saws.
The Saws are fantastic. The storyline is great. They kind of got a little lazy at the end. There.
So did Scream. Like they're redoing the new Scream ones. I don't know how I feel
Scream
about
6 was just Scream 1
it.
with different
all
cast.
the rest of them in them.
Yeah.
Like, you just literally give credit to all the other Screams.
Right.
With the same thing.
Oh, I had another one. Oh, favorite cartoon.
Power Rangers.
Okay. Which one?
Dino Squad.
Oh,
Damn.
not Mighty Morphin. Okay.
I was literally gonna say Dino Squad or Mighty Morphin. Gotta be Megazord.
Yeah.
But
So,
One
sorry,
more.
Go ahead.
Favorite hobby to do?
punch people in the face.
I mean, besides that. Because that's obviously
Okay,
fun.
so if I literally enjoy getting bullied by my 5-year-old. My 5-year-old don't take no shit. So
Okay.
like, I can punch her and Izzy gonna punch me like right back. I don't beat my kids. But but my favorite hobby is definitely be spending time with my family when we're able to all get along. But I just like to be outdoors. I'm a very outdoorsy person. I love to fish, play basketball, swim.
Okay.
And then now to the part that I'm excited for, and I'm sure everybody else is though. How did you get into MMA, and how do you know Ward?
So it's funny because I know this man right here, one of the greatest coaches in the state, Mr.
Dude,
James.
it was a privilege to interview him.
The dude was a unit.
Yeah, that fucking dude is
a unit.
Hey, shout out to Stars and Strikes. I'll be up there training for this upcoming fight soon.
awesome.
But yeah, no, James is really cool. Ward is cool. I actually met Ward through James, through Bruce. I got into MMA, like I said, and Alex I trust. You know, one day I was working there at McDonald's, hadn't seen my brother in a long time. Pulled up through the drive-thru. I was working back cash. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing. What are you doing? Like, where have you been?" He's like, "Oh, well, don't got time to talk. Like, here's your money." But I got a cage fight right here at the middle school. Want to come? Went. Completely obliterated Nate Caves.
Okay.
And like ever since then, you know, it's just my older brother. Like, my older brother got locked up. I got locked up. My older brother started fighting. So that was my inspiration to it.
Awesome,
And
dude.
at the time, you know, I was getting in trouble for literally everything. So I was like, okay, well, I can't get in trouble. I can literally go in here and punch people in the face, kick them in the face. I can kick you in the dick and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Besides morally.
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah.
you know, give 'em a good old dick kick. Like,
Twister.
that's the Ward right there.
Take his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude!
Like, but yeah, so that was what started it. Honestly, I would say what truly got me into it was shout out to Dragons and Sylvester and Paul. One day I was talking to Ron DeLeon. Like I said, my brother was doing really good with fighting up in Detroit, and I reached out to the promoter. You know, decided to sit here. Oh, okay, I can sit here and just fight like everybody else off the street, not realizing there's levels to it. Mind you, to this point, till cage fighting, I literally have never gotten beat up. I've picked fights with everybody bigger than me.
Mhm.
I've never gotten beat up besides by my older brother.
Understood.
So to me, I went into it with the wrong mindset, and I went into drag. I walked into this little ass spot there in Jonesville, there at the plaza by the BP Dragons Den, and Sylvester and Paul were there. I was like, hey guys, I have a fight coming up 3 weeks, like in a month. You know, I was like, and I want to train for it. And they kind of just looked at me, and it was the look on their face. But I came in there, you know, I've been incarcerated.
Mhm.
I've been in fights and I've never lost.
Yep.
Like I've never lost a fight. So I went in there, you know, just completely cocky. And then like my humbling moment was shout out to Jen. I was piecing up this little 13-year-old girl. Mind you, I did not know how to train.
Mhm.
I didn't know nothing. I was just balls to the wall.
Okay.
You know, everybody got to learn.
Yeah.
So she's just sitting there like, okay, yeah, just wait until we do jits. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm a guy. You're a 13-year-old
Beat
girl.
you up, little kid.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna choke you the fuck out, right? Yeah. First thing, mind you, I did no wrestling background at all. Never wrestled a day in my life. Like I just street fight and watch UFC. So jits is I've never done nothing. So we're standing there. I'm just like, okay, whatever. She like grabs onto me, and then literally I pushed her away, and next thing I knew, I went over her shoulder, slammed straight down into a mounted triangle, like had her legs already locked up, choking the fuck out of me that quick. Literally, we just started.
Like that.
I was off my feet probably from the first 10 seconds.
Right on.
Right. I've been put to sleep so many times in that Dragon's Den gym, just of them like breaking that cocky arrogance about them. Because now, like I talk to Sylvester all the time, and he's so like I came a long way just in training from how I used to come, and now like you know it's just teachable. It's fun. It's a healthy outlet for me to express my anger. Like I said, I'm the reason why me and my first kid's mom aren't together. My decisions I was making, I wasn't ready to be a dad and stuff, and getting into MMA and just being around those type of people, like all walks of life can come into an MMA gym. Homeschools to convicted felons, to anything, and all that's just thrown out the door. Like, and I found my home with Dragons Den, and it just went from there. I ended up getting locked up, so my fight fell through. Got out. Called through my older brother. He told me about James.
Okay.
And I made a call to him, and I was like, hey, like, I'm an aspiring MMA fighter. Like, I really want to be serious. I'm willing to drive out there if I got to and do what I got to do. And he was like, well, there's this guy named Ward Walling.
Yep.
Matt Psycho's there in Brooklyn.
Yep.
Hey.
Did you say you live there in Somerset? He goes, that'll be way closer for you. He has a good coach out there, Nicholas Horton.
Yep.
He's beat Chaos Williams for his belt, beat Chaos twice before he went to the UFC. And he's like, you should go out there and train. And I've been cross-training really there since.
Awesome.
So,
dude, Ward's such a good guy. Dude, it's
Ward
just
is fun.
It's funny to me how small, like, you said MMA, and it just never, like, registers to me. Like, Ward comes up in so many people's story. I'm like, how many fucking people do you know, Ward? Like,
He knows everybody.
like, people that don't even fight MMA, they're like, oh, yeah, Ward's a friend. I'm like, how the fuck do
What
you know
I
him?
think
Like,
is so funny is because we don't want to assume. It's like, okay, so we have like a rapper on. Oh, you must know all the other rappers. No, that's rude. Why would we do that? Every time it's a fighter,
every
they
time.
know Ward.
Every
single time.
Yep.
And we don't like to assume. We never assume, right?
Yep. And then we're always like, oh, well, we should have assumed that.
Well,
Duh. Like,
Ward
duh.
was like, he was like Sylvester and Paul. Like, I just stumbled across them, know him from a wet can of paint, and it's like, I think Ward deserves his flowers as well, and I'm not even saying this as like one of his students. The amount of time I've been between the Dragons Den gym and Matt Psychos, the amount of work that they put, that Ward and Sylvester and Paul and Professor Sharon put into their gyms, into like them kids, is exactly why probably everybody knows who Ward is. I've been in Jonesville when high school. We had great wrestling years, but I've never met a coach that like truly goes out of his way so much for the kids than Sylvester and Ward.
I think you're
Brianna McSwain sent a bunch of hearts.
Yeah, that's the first mother of my kid. That's
We
my
didn't want to
oldest child.
assume. We didn't want to assume.
Yeah, as we just said that, I was about to assume.
Like I said, going back, if speaking even nowadays, one of the people who I at least want to hear from is literally my mom and her when I piss her off.
When you piss her off, yeah.
Because Brianna is, like I said, she's stuck by my side when she had every reason to write me off, and I couldn't even be mad. I would have wrote me off. I truly would have. And through how I treated her and everything, like she didn't deserve none of that. So, but
what are you doing now, work-wise? And then I will ask about your upcoming fight, and then we'll ask our wrap-up questions.
work-wise, I'm about to go back working at Tenneco. Got to kind of lay off on training for a second. I got to get my priorities realigned.
Yep.
Life change. So we're just going to be working at Tenneco, still training, getting ready. I was supposed to be fighting here in February, but I guess that fell through. So hopefully I can maybe sometime in April or like the middle of the year.
Okay.
That's my goal. If there's another smoker fight coming up, plan on getting on that.
Right on.
Jits tournaments. So
Good stuff, dude. Even if it's just an outlet, just to get rid of your anger, or whatever the goal is there, I hope you succeed in it. No matter what the goal is, I hope you find success in that.
Another interjection. Okay, so Brianna said, because we're all human and I would never punish our baby for our differences, you're doing great. Jordan Scott said,
My motherfucking boy. I heard it in his voice.
We came a long way from being locked up together, is what he
playing
said.
spades in the bathroom on R&R. I stayed in trouble, bro. If we got Otto, my man Jeremy Clee, Tyler, and Jordan, dude, I would be in trouble all the time, and I would be in the bathroom playing spades. You cannot go in there, take a piss without coming in there and getting flamed by me and Jordan. I'm talking 6 a.m. would come and people would hate being up if they see me and Jordan and Cody Loggins. R.I.P. to Cody Loggins. If we were walking in the hallway, yeah, people would duck back in their room because we're talking 6 a.m. talking shit.
Kylie and Morgan said, keep up the good work, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. So our wrap-up questions are all the same for every single guest. Starting with mine, what's your definition of success?
Overcoming your failures and not forgetting where you came from, but realizing your progress is success to me.
Yes.
My last wrap-up question before Katie's, before we we give something at the end of every episode. My last wrap-up question: is there anything I didn't ask that I should have? Is there anything you want to share that I might have missed?
Any shout outs, anything?
Anything at all? Now's the time.
I would say no, not really. I got to cover kind of everything. Like we could talk like all the time.
Yeah.
Like the I want to thank you guys first off for even giving me the chance. Like I don't know you guys from Wet Bucket Paint. You guys got a cool opportunity. Like this is a cool thing that you guys got going on. It's
Thank
cool to give people like me and everybody else. You know, they don't get caught up on the name. You guys from prison to painters. Like just come in here, all walks of life. Speak your stories, spread your truth, uplift our community.
Yes.
We really gotta change the world. Like, and it starts with us as people.
Yes, it does.
Truly, I have 2 little girls. Like, we gotta do better at raising our boys. You guys, we got to. Otherwise, a lot of us gonna be going to prison because we need to understand and go back to old morals, having our morals and standing by them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stay off of social media and just focus on your partner and your grind and your kids.
Screw the court of public opinion.
Yes.
And we will tag James Ward and who we got our gift from at the end of the episode, so you guys can figure out who we're talking about and find stuff in
Yes,
the
and
comments.
get woke.
And yeah.
Yes.
Get
For
learned.
real, get
Sorry.
learned.
And then Katie, your wrap up questions.
If younger you met you now, would you get along and vice versa?
No.
No? So
No.
you don't think younger you would like you now, and you don't think that you now would like younger you?
Oh, younger me would like me now, but me now would not. No.
Would you be fighting?
For sure.
Okay.
I would honestly kill the younger me. If I, for anybody, like the younger me, man, I just feel bad for like the damage I did in like relationships and stuff. Like, I would, man, if Izzy came home with a younger me, I'm killing him right there on the spot.
Okay.
Fair
Well,
enough.
that sums it up.
All right, fair enough. If you have one word to describe your entire journey from where you started, where you are now, and where you will end up, what is that one word? It has to be a real word. It can't be like a smushed together word.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Because I've lived one hell of a life already.
Yes.
Perfect.
But it's not over. There's still progress to be done.
Before we do that,
Nope, switch it to our camera,
okay.
and I will be right back.
Okay, well, while he's doing something, do you want to mention your upcoming fight really quick?
No, I had one, but we're going to go ahead and wait and train more on it. So
Okay.
I'm going to just wait on that. But shout out to everybody watching, to my friends. Like, opening up ain't never been my thing, but this is a good time too.
Thank
know,
you.
Just learning how to communicate my feelings. Shout out to Bree for pounding it in my head. Like, it's manly to talk about your feelings, guys.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, end of the episode, we give out a gift card or something to every single guest, no matter what. So, him traveling, in lieu of gift card, this was passed forward from Javon McBride, but we will make sure to tag him and his business in it. He paid it forward to the next guest. That is for you, for gas. Thank you for traveling. The second thing is from us. We got them made. I'm so excited to give them out to the next 3 guests. Stories Save Lives.
Let's go.
Prisoner to Painter. Check us out. This was made by Jackson Embroidery, West Michigan.
There you go.
We will post his name, comments. We'll post his name and everything in the comments below. But Stories Save Lives.
Fire. Here, hold on.
Prisoner-
I'll switch it to you so you can.
Stories Save Lives. I mean, it's pretty
Hell
simple,
yeah, brother.
so-
And you are the first. You're the first. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, as always, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
watching.
And then we are going to ask him to sign our table as we cut off. And then we're going to switch to his view so he can say bye. But
Stay tuned for Sunday.
Sunday for Hack, Monday for Judge Jordan.
All right.
And then you want to switch to his camera real quick.
Yeah. All
So he
right.
can say his goodbyes and then we're off.
Yep.
Awesome.
All
Perfect.
righty. You want to